afternoon, everyone. Hello and what? Sorry, I don't know if you heard me earlier, Lilibeth. If you can say something else, I really feel like they're a bot. I don't know. I'm like confused. I don't know. Part of me feels like they're a bot. Part of me feels like it's not because, like, if you're a real person, just tell me. Um. Hey, y'all. I hope everyone's doing well. We just finished recording the month ahead reading for May, and now we're getting into our the first week, really, the first week of May. We're going to be working with the Goddess Power Oracle. We're recording this on April 30th, 2023. It's 1:30 p.m. here now in Northern California. I hope that you are all doing well. Hello, Joanne. Welcome back. So, yeah, take some time. Take some time to just focus on your breathing. Take some time to tune in with yourself. Be in this present moment. Be in this great energy today. And when you're ready, call in your spirits, your guides, your gods, your allies, your ancestors. Call in all the good shit for your highest and best. Call that energy in, that vibration in, and allow it to. But can you see me now? That's because I didn't put myself out there yet. I was picking my nose or something. No, it really wasn't. uh, technology. You have to press buttons, do all that stuff. So yeah, call in all that good energy, that good vibration, allow it to impress upon you, allow it to inspire you, to motivate you, to help you as we navigate this co-creative adventure together. Can you see me now? Hey, Pamela, good to see you. Don't mind me. I'm just in a mood. It's hot here, y'all. It's hot. So, sorry, I'm shuffling. I'm shuffling. Every day we shuffling. Yep. Anything exciting happening for y'all? Anything fun? Any fun plans? Any fun projects? I love a good project. Okay, when you're ready, we'll do three cards. Um, when you are ready, go ahead and choose, comment, or write down. It is your preference. The first one, two, or three that tugs at your dominant psychic trait, whatever that may be, one, two, or three, go ahead and comment or write down. It is, of course, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that. It is your preference. So one, two, or three, comment or write down. Yeah, do your thing. And if you're watching a recording of this, you absolutely can still participate and comment and all that stuff. All right. So one, two, or three. The first number that tugs at your dominant psychic trait. And let's just get into this. This is the week ahead. Oh, here, look, boom, like that. April 30th to May 6th, 2023. Oh, yay, Friends Weekend. Did I do all that right? Yes, April 30th, May 6th, Ugh, so much talking. Yeah. Card one. Hecate. Hecate. I've heard people pronounce it Hecate, and I don't like it. It bothers me. It's not Hecate. The in between. The in between. Trying to put that where you can see it a little better. Hecate. Or Ekati, I've heard people pronounce. There's so many different ways people pronounce it. It's fun. So, the in between. You are standing in the liminal spaces between what was and what will be, who you have been and who you are becoming, the Greek goddess of crossroads, so much more. And the in between, Hecate, welcomes you to her domain and reminds you that neither place is your home. You're being tasked to carefully choose the direction of your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions. Now is not the time for hasty action or stubbornness, but a fierce self inventory. Bless the past for what it has provided and release all attachments to the story, all attachments to the stories of what was. That kind of connect with our month ahead a little bit, don't you think? Now is the time to understand the responsibilities required of you as you move forward into a new version of yourself that is as yet unformed. Who do you want to become? What kind of life are you prepared to live? And how will you wisely yield your power to co create a new world beneficial for others, not just yourself? You have the magic of Agate pull. Sorry. You have the magic of Agate pulsing through you and calling to you to answer. Say yes and step into the unknown to discover what is not yet manifest. As soon as you do, the goddess will bring her eternal torch to light your way. What does that say to you? Oh, I know you can't see me again. I know I did that on purpose. So when you can't see me, I did it on purpose. That's because I was trying to read a little blip and doing that and yeah, it just wasn't working. So it's just easier to like do this. You don't need to see me 24/7. Or do you? So what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? What pops up for you? The in between. I find that this week, it is going to be important for us to take action. It is important for us oh, the struggle is real. It is important for us again to be very aware of, the life that we want. Who are we? What are we? Like what do we enjoy? What does this experience this week look like? How do I want to experience this week ahead? What do I want to invest in going forward? Like again, pay attention to the things that need to get done, and instead of being overwhelmed by them, instead of being like, oh, I have to do this or I have to do that, okay, this is what needs to get done. Cool. I'm mindful of that, and I will get this done. Let me understand that I get to choose, right? I get to choose. I get to participate. I get to decide what it is that I focus on and how I focus on it. And so, with this card, it is definitely expressing that this week, it is important for us to do the things. And instead of being like, oh shit, I have to do this again. Oh fuck, like blah blah blah, being like a Debbie Downer, Deborah Downer, Debbie Downer, Negative Nelly, a somber season. Oh my god, I can't stop. But instead of putting ourselves in a position where we just feel like shit about our week, it is important to recognize again that hey, I have this power to create. I have this power to change. I have this power to be more action oriented, and do the things that I need to do and feel good about it. It's like, okay, I have work to do. Well, you know what? Work pays the bills. I enjoy the work that I do. I love it. I have fun with it. And so let me focus on that. Like I understand that it's going to allow me to pay my bills. It's going to allow me to do this, and this. And so I enjoy it. Let's keep doing it. And so what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? We are in a space this week where we are being given this opportunity to kind of carve out the next bit of a cycle for us. Yeah. And so this week it is again reminding us to do just that. Let's say you are standing in a very liminal space, a space of power, and you are creating. What are you creating? How does it feel to you? And what do you want to be creating? What does that look like? Start doing it. And you think that it's this really gracious, like beautiful place for us to be, to start focusing our thoughts, our actions, our words, our deeds, our everything, our investments into creating that energy to experience the life that we're wanting. Well, hello, Jade. Welcome. Hello. I'm not going to pronounce this right. Is it Mama Ocha? I don't know. I apologize. Water. It's very cute. Mama Ocha. Better health. It's time to do what makes you happy. Card two. Mama Ocha. I just say Ocha because I don't feel like I don't think it's like Quocha, you know? It's not that cute. It's not it's not can't be. So I'm gonna disappear again. Watch. So Mama Ocha, water. What does that say? What do you think of water element, water energy? Mama Ocha card two. The world we inhabit began from the oceanic waters of life and the waters that surrounded us in the womb, both of which are the domain of the Incan goddess Mama Hocha. That's how we're going to pronounce it. We are most attuned to the qualities of water as the element of water symbolically represents our emotions. Our emotions move us to make and perceive the world as we know it. The beauty in this truth is found by observing water in all her properties and forms. Water is fluid and passes through cracks and flaws in the ground without stress, moving around obstacles and patiently wearing away the most jagged rocks until they are smooth and gleaming. Water ebbs and flows, comes and goes in a powerful rhythmic motion as the seas and oceans reveal their promise of release and return. Water rises up from the ground and seeds the clouds, and then rains upon the earth to ensure growth and sustain life. Water turns to hard ice and blankets the world in a protective shell, even of soft snow, allowing the dormancy of life to herald the time of dreaming. Then the ice melts and the cycles begin again. The answer to your question lies in determining what form of water reveals the conditions of your life and then recognizing the next evolution of your life's potential. If you are in an ebb, you can expect a flow. If things are temporarily frozen, soon they will melt. If it seems that your world is too wet and temporary shelter is needed, you can expect new growth and sunny days again. Mama Ocha reminds you that the waters of your life are perfect as they are now, and just as perfect in the way they will evolve. Unlimited potential is revealed when the goddess comes to visit. Hello, hello, hello. What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? What pops up for you, y'all? What's good? What's it saying? Tell me all the good stuff. I like it. Do you like it? Because I like it. I like that it asks us to pay attention to the sort of the season or the cycle or the moment that we are in. Are we frozen? Are we in this ebb? There will be flow. Are we are we super wet? That don't sound right. What does our life look like right now? What's going on here? I like that because we do. This is all about us. Each and every one of us. We have to pay attention to our life experience and what we're actually in, and understand that there is a flow to life, and things will be frozen and it will be feel like frustrating and all of that, but that's not a forever feeling. That's not a forever experience. We will work through that. Ice melts. you know it does. Everything changes. That's what I take from this. What do you take from it? Water is powerful. Water is life. Yes. Creative energy flow, washing, cleansing. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I do. And so this week, at any given moment, when we feel something intense, like frustrated maybe, well, maybe I'm frozen. Well, I know that this frozen time, there's nothing, and that's another thing I like about this card that was expressed in the monthly reading. There is nothing wrong with whatever cycle that we are in. Don't try to rush things and get over things super fast. Everything within its own timing. Because if we try to, like, we're in this frozen state, right? It, I'm sorry. If we try to force it to move to a liquid state, I don't know, then we're not experiencing what it means to be still, what it means to be in this moment, what it means for things to be frozen. We're not being aware of what we see from this place. And so instead of trying to rush through something, be mindful of our life experience and where we are, and then be aware of what we can utilize. This is not a forever experience. Things will shift, things will change, and that is okay. Let me be mindful of loving where I'm at right now. Let me learn from this, let me explore this, let me get something from this. Because if I'm going through something really, really shitty and I don't get something from it, like, no, this is going to be something I will learn from. And I don't, it doesn't have to be like, oh, everything's a lesson, but I can use everything that I experience to an advantage. Because sometimes those really, really, like, frozen shitty experiences, they help me understand more about who I am, and then I actually can better connect with other people. And so when I'm talking to someone, I have a lived experience where I was mindful of, and now we can kind of like share and explore that together. And it makes me more appreciative. It makes me more sensitive. It makes me more, aware of something. Does that make sense? Am I just rambling? I feel like I just rambled. But what is water? I like this. I like it a lot. Are you ready for card three? Card three. Ellen Ellen of the Ways. Ellen of the Ways. Patterns. Card three. Ellen of the Ways. I have to entertain myself. Ellen of the Ways. Patterns. Before even getting into it, what do you think patterns means? What do you think of patterns? What pops up? Hmm? Let me get a little sip. Okay. So, Ellen of the Ways. Have you noticed patterns in your life that lead to positive experiences? Or even negative experiences, just experiences. Developing positive habits introduces new patterns into the fabric of reality and will support your dreams as they take form in the material world. It takes awareness and discipline to make this happen, but you can do it. It's time to allow the experience of a new happiness. If you do, Ellen of the Ways, the Celtic goddess of paths and patterns, will show you a new way to your dreams. All manner of miracles are possible. Now is also the time to build bridges across any divides and with others that have temporarily separated you. Your path is clear. The way will be shown as you make new choices for your life with the goddess known as Ellen of the Ways as your happy guide. What does that say to you? Ellen of the Ways and patterns. What does that? How does that make you feel? What pops up for you? I feel this week it is paying attention to the patterns that we are a part of. It's paying attention to, again, like maybe the words that we think in our head, and then the way we communicate verbally, or our body language, how we engage with the world. All of that is a routine, is rhythmic, is a pattern. And it is important for us to be aware of it, because again, if we want things to be different, or if we want to experience certain things, we can reverse engineer, like, oh, if I'm not experiencing that now, well, what is my current state of thought process around that thing? How do I engage? Like, what does my body do when I think of that thing, right? Let's be aware of that, and then let me change it. Let me think about, okay, if I were to have this experience, and please let me know if you're following me, let me know if I'm making sense. um if I want this experience, right, I don't necessarily have it right now, what would someone how would it feel for the person to have it already? So if I had it, what would I feel? If I had it, what thoughts would I be thinking? If I had it, what feelings would I be having? If I had it, how would I be engaging with my world? What would my body language be like? Let me think about that, and let me start implementing that into my life. Let me start behaving that way. Maybe let me start carrying myself a certain way that aligns with that experience. So then I can make room, make energy for that experience to come in. Yeah. Element of the ways and patterns. Pay attention to those patterns in our life. Pay attention to those things we are a part of that we do on the daily that create. Are they okay? Thank you. Appreciate it. Are they working with me to get to where I need to be or get to where I want to be, or are they kind of just not doing anything for me? Let's start implementing like new patterns. Yes, to help us succeed. So what do you make of this? What do you make of the week ahead, April 30th to May 6th? I find we have Ekate, the in-between, Mama Ocha, water, and Ellen of the Ways, easiest to say, patterns. I find this week it is going to be a really cool time for us to take charge of our own space. We are in this week really like liminal, powerful space of creation, of decision, and we do need to decide, pay attention to the patterns that are happening, that are going on in our life, that are working for us and that are working with us, and maybe some that are hindering us or that aren't just exactly what they should be, to set us up for success. And know that there is a stage to all of these things. If we are frozen, that is okay. If we feel stuck, that is okay. We are not stuck, but if we feel that way, it is okay. Be in that sort of energy, be mindful of it, and explore the lessons it may have for us, or explore what we can use experiencing it. And know that this week, uh, we can choose to implement new patterns to help us succeed. And so maybe we need to spend some time thinking about, okay, if I am going to succeed at whatever it may be, what new patterns can help with that? What new patterns can help me actually achieve what I want? Yeah. All right. Any last minute questions, thoughts, or concerns? I like this for us, for our week, um, because it reminds us that we have agency over ourselves. It's our life and our decision, and to participate or not. No one else can do that for us. So yeah. Do you have any last minute questions, thoughts, concerns? Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate each and every one of you. I love what I do. I love doing this, and so yeah, thank you for helping me to continue to do this. Um, yeah. But if you don't have any last minute thoughts, questions, concerns, I will be back in just a few. I need to get some more water. I've been talking a lot, but I'll be back with our daily a lot. And that's why I do these, y'all. Take the month ahead, break it down for yourself, into thoughts, concepts, things that you can utilize, and then take the weekly and break your week down into like energies to be aware of and things like that. And then the daily can help you with that day. Like, okay, this day we can focus on this. All of it is there to help, each and every one of us focus on bringing success. So we're not like blindsided, which sometimes it happens, but we're not blindsided per se. But we at least are going into our month, our week, our days with information to help us navigate and alter course when and if we need to, and not get super shocked, like, and be still in fear. Okay. Um, so thank you so much. I appreciate you. And I will be back in just a few minutes. Take care.